I have something of a confession to make. The parts of the show that focus on Yukari, Mina, and Sane are some of my least favourite parts of the show. It's not that they're bad or even annoying parts of the show to watch, but it's just not what I watched Takagi-san to see. However, there is one story that focuses on them that I am able to enjoy just as much as your average Takagi and Nishikata based story. And that story just so happens to be this week's analysis, Tailing, suggested by Monjish Bhattacharya and Dumbus. This story is based on the manga's 26th chapter, and can be seen in episode 4 from 17 minutes and 23 seconds, coincidentally taking place right after last week's topic for analysis, Cold. The story begins with Mina calling out to her friends to hurry up. Yukari asks why they are going all this way for a popsicle, and Mina tells them that it is a sweet potato flavoured popsicle that is only available during the summer, which is strange for two reasons. One, in the manga chapter, it is based in the fall, or autumn to us Aussies, as evidenced by their different uniforms, and the fact that they straight up mention that it is fall. I'm still not used to saying fall. It feels weird. However, this can be easily excused by the show's track record of having all the events in the main timeline of the show happen chronologically. What I can't quite excuse though is the fact that if this popsicle is only available in the summer, then why are these guys in their school uniforms? I'm probably mistaken because Australians don't do summer vacation, but I thought summer vacation meant that you got the entire summer off. The day summer started, you didn't go to school, and the day it stopped being summer, you went back to school. But again, we don't have summer vacation in Australia, so I've probably got that totally wrong. After explaining that it is sold out everywhere else, Mina again tells her friends to hurry, but as they approach the snack store, Yukari stops dead in her tracks. Mina goes to deride her for being too slow, but Yukari points out that Takagi and Nishikata are inside. Yukari wonders if there's anything going on between those two, and goes to tell Mina that they shouldn't get in the way, but Mina grabs Sane by the wrist and runs towards the store, yelling out to Takagi. Yukari sighs in defeat before cutting to the title card. In the manga, however, this sigh happens outside the snack store with Nishikata looking on curiously. After Mina announces that she got the sweet potato popsicle she was after, Takagi and Nishikata walk off together. Yukari comments on how lucky they are. Mina asks how they are lucky, and Yukari tries to explain the special kind of relationship they have. However, Mina seems far more interested in her popsicle than anything Yukari is saying. We cut to Takagi mid-tease as she describes a plan that she had just turned around on Nishikata. I couldn't tell you for the life of me what this might be, but it's likely here to let the audience know that this is in fact a regular walk home for the pair. The trio then poke their heads around the corner to watch Takagi and Nishikata walk together. Mina asks why they are going this way, and Yukari tells her to be quiet or they will be spotted. She then asks her friends if they feel anything between Takagi and Nishikata. After pondering this, Mina asks why they are walking when they have a bike. Yukari seems delighted by the idea of those two riding together, gushing over how romantic it would be, but then begins to wonder if the extra time together makes walking worth it. All the while, Mina and Sane realise that the bike has a flat tyre. Sane asks Mina for a bite of a popsicle. Mina agrees but seems worried about how much Sane will take. Yukari seems very annoyed by this for reasons that I will get into at the end of the video. We then get Sane dubbing over the conversation between Nishikata and Takagi, making a reference to dubbing from the episode prior. Sane dubs a challenge to a race between the two and then dubs Nishikata's thought process on how he will win. All of this is done with such great accuracy that I can't help but wonder how well Sane knows these two. Yukari tells Sane that there is no way they are talking about a race and that they must be talking about something more sensual than that. Yeah, I feel like I want to look into the use of the word sensual here, because it's a little bit odd. Sensual is a word that describes pleasure experienced by physical acts, like hugging or kissing. But unlike last week where the word was isolated, I would need to dissect the sentence to get the specific word, which would be even more difficult given that I do not speak Japanese. But lucky for me, Reddit user Epsilus0 came to my rescue yet again. They tell me that the word being translated to sensual is irapoi, which as far as they could tell me and as far as I could see in my own research, translates to sexy or sensual. Given that Yukari is something of a hopeless romantic, it's probably safe to assume that she isn't referring to anything inappropriate here. According to Epsilus0 in the Spanish subtitles, irapoi is translated into a word that translates back to English as passionate. As the trio continue to run from cover to cover, Takagi realizes that she and Nishikata are being followed. She tells Nishikata that she's up for a race to the shrine, confirming Sane's dub was spot on and delivering the punchline to one of the show's best jokes, but that she wants to do something before they begin racing. They turn a corner and the trio goes to follow, but when they get to the corner, Nishikata and Takagi are nowhere to be seen. Sane wonders aloud if they got to the shrine already. Mina comments on how fast they must be to have accomplished that. Yukari begins to worry that they might have worked out they were being followed. Mina asks if they can go home already. Yukari says yes and they all leave. We then see Takagi and Nishikata tucked around a corner hiding from their stalkers. Nishikata is trying to compose himself but is clearly uncomfortable by how close they are. They come out of their hiding spot and wonder why they were being followed. Nishikata asks why they had to cram into such a little spot when there was another road just further ahead. Takagi asks if he would have preferred that, and Nishikata says that he doesn't really mind. She then remembers that they were going to race to the shrine. She gets into a starting position and begins running off without her bike. Nishikata realizes this, grabs her bike for her, and chases her down, loudly complaining that she isn't being fair. And the story ends. The original reason I was asked to analyse this story, and the original reason I agreed, is because it is a way to show the viewer how Takagi and Nishikata's relationship is perceived by their other classmates. This is why I could always tolerate this story more than stories like Seasonal Change of Clothing or 100 Yen. That was until I saw a review of Takagi-san by a fairly new YouTuber named Pain. The review was pretty good and I suggest you check it out. I'll make sure to leave a link in the description. However, it made me want to talk about two things: the place that 100% Unrequited Love has in this story, and Yukari's relationship with Nishikata and Takagi. This seems like a good time to talk about the latter topic. It is made clear by the story that Yukari is a hopeless romantic. She takes a great deal of interest in the relationship between Takagi and Nishikata. It would appear that most of this interest comes from sheer curiosity. However, as I said before, love and relationships are clearly topics that she is passionate about. And from episode 11's taste, we can see that it's not something she gets to talk to her friends about, as they do not appear to be at the stage in their lives where they are interested in relationships. This is something that clearly frustrates her, as shown by her various reactions throughout the story. And as far as I can tell, this interest is not a symptom of jealousy. In fact, in Invitation, she is asked if she is jealous, and she says no but doesn't get a chance to finish what she was saying. It seems to me that she's more likely viewing this potential relationship like one would watch a really engaging romance movie. And again, given her studious nature, I do believe that the fact that this relationship is ambiguous is a large part in why Yukari is so interested. And that is it for this week's analysis. If you want to see another story analysed, suggest it in the comments. For outtakes and notes, check out my website, links in the description. To see the films that I write and direct, check out my main channel. I'd like to give a huge thanks to WebSilus0 for helping me with translation, and thank all of you for watching. I will see you next time.